So why the name Epic? I've always liked words that are simple but easy to remember, words that connotate power and strength. I really like Epic because it's a word that you can remember. There are many companies out there that use these words that it takes me 8, 10, 15 times before I can finally remember the company name. Epic, to me, is strong, simple, and powerful. For me, when I think of the vision of Epic, it's safety, stability, something that's long-term. In this day and age, with so many people being hurt financially, economically, emotionally, they're looking for that safe harbor to go to. I really believe that Epic will be that place that someone can truly call home. It's what everyone in the industry is looking for. They're looking for some place that they can be proud of, happy with, where they feel the excitement, where they wake up every day looking forward to what they're doing rather than thinking, oh. So to me, it's just a great concept, and it's a great place for people to be. We all know companies where people stay in a company because of their pay plan. Other companies, they'll stay in it because of their product offering. Other companies, they'll stay in it because of the culture that exists. But never do you find a company that has the best of all of those. The experience of Epic is going to be the best of all worlds coming together, where you have an incredible pay plan, an incredible product line and product experience. You have an incredible culture where you're truly wanted and needed, and we work arm in arm with you, taking the company to the future. Think of eCauseway, 34-year history, 17 countries around the world, global infrastructure, and an incredible reputation for producing state-of-the-art products. Epic, through our strategic alliance with eCauseway, we can help take advantage of that 34 years of history in the making. We can utilize the infrastructure, the product, the global operations, 17 countries, and strategically align and build a huge, massive company. What does this strategic alliance mean? In this modern day, we're a much more of a global society. We rely on internet, we rely on texting, we rely on Skype, and so on. We know our neighbors around the world much better. So what does this mean? It means from day one in business in Epic, we have a global infrastructure in place. We have products registered and approved for around the world. We have international banking relationships already set up. We have offices and employees there to support you and work with you and help you. All of these systems, all of these structures have been happening and been built over years in the business. We can now, as a company, take advantage of that through our strategic relationship with eCauseway. The strength of any company is not its product, is not its pay plan, is not its management team. The strength of any company is the leadership of the company, the field leaders. Most companies out there do not realize that. We do. So what we did from the beginning is realize what's it going to take to bring in the best and the brightest and the most talented from the industry into Epic. We realized that we needed to come out and open up our checkbook and pay to bring in some of the best and brightest. This $100 million fund will set Epic up in a way that no other company has ever been set up before. It'll position us in a way that we'll have the best culture, the best leaders, the strongest members out there. A lot of people may think that we're just buying leaders. It couldn't be further from the truth. At Epic, we're looking for people who can come in here and help us strategically align and create a culture with us that will change millions of lives around the world. We don't want to be a place where someone stops for a short term and then just moves on. We want to be a long-term home and a long-term solution for many people. So, Our program is specifically designed to help bring people into the system so that we can create that culture. We can strategically align. We can work to help our future and your future. A lot of companies, when they start, they talk about one product and how one product cures everything. They've painted themselves into a corner for their future from that moment on, because where do you go from the product story of one ingredient or one product doing and curing everything? At Epic, with a name like Epic, our product line has to be epic. We're building a legacy company here. Our product line, as we begin, will offer unique delivery mechanisms, unique ingredients that will continue to go on forever. On our product line, we've once again opened our checkbook and brought in some of the best researchers, the best scientists, the best developers to help us create this epic product line. On the compensation plan, from the beginning, we knew that we had to drive synergistic teamwork inside of the organization. We needed to allow our leaders to not just work with their frontline enrollers, but to be able to reach down inside of the organization and help lift up those with the ability to come and grow and become leaders. Everything that we've done inside of the pay plan drives specific behavior. There's no mistakes in the pay plan. We're excited about it, and we know that the leadership that will be developed through this pay plan. We knew that as we got ready to launch Epic, that word would start to seep out into the industry and leaders would get excited. We have such an incredible offering here that people don't realize it yet, but we have locked up the story of the decade. So we expect you to be excited. We expect you to be wondering what's happening. Here's what I would suggest and recommend. Before we launch anything, before we announce anything, we'll make sure that we have the strategic plan, systems, everything already in place so that it's all set before we make the announcement. Stay tuned to epicera.com. That'll be your most recent source of up-to-date information. I've had the fortunate opportunity of being involved in several different successful companies. I loved every minute, loved the relationships that were created. I love working with the people out there. This opportunity that we have here at Epic is where I'm going to create a legacy for me and my family. I'm so excited about this. I also invite you to lock arms with us, create a legacy for your family. We have an incredible future here. I've never had this kind of opportunity before in my history, and here is where we really will make history. For the past 2 years, I've had the opportunity to study the industry. It's changed a lot in the last 10 years. People out there are in a transitional phase right now. I would say at any given point, 90% of all leadership in any other company is probably looking. People are looking for a long-term home. They're looking for a place of safety. They're looking for a place that they can be excited about being in. They're looking for a place that respects them and their abilities and their growth. At Epic, you'll find all of that. Over the last 2 weeks, as we've met with different leaders from different companies and different organizations around the world, many of them have been surprised and impressed that we would want them in the company because they haven't hit it yet. They've not become the leader. If you think of it as an army, they've not become the general yet. And yet here we are as a company looking to take them, to work with them, and to help them to where they can become the leader that they've always known that they could be. At Epic, we'll raise an army of leaders. At Epic, we have a sacred responsibility with the money that we've been entrusted. As we're looking at leaders to bring in, we don't want the leader who will typically show up for the parade right on the float and wave at everyone as they go by. We want the leader who will come in, roll up their sleeves, go to work with us, help us create the culture here, help us establish that legacy for them and their families. Those are the kind of leaders we're looking for here.